Do you ever have one of those days? So there's a thrift store called Savers that I love to shop at. They were out in Nolan's home area, and suddenly I'm like, you know what? I should search to see if there's any Savers within the driving vicinity of my area. Well, one pops up in Lancaster County, which is about an hour and a half from where I live. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna spend a day going thrift shopping. So my mom babysat Xander for the day. I was like looking so forward to this day, a big day of thrift store shopping, because Savers is huge. It's 11 o'clock and I got here. Do you want to see Savers? That, my friends, is Savers. This is so infuriating. I didn't read it. It said donation area on Google and I didn't see it. I just saw Savers and I said go, and I drove for an hour and a half to get to this. A clothing and shoes donation in a Kmart parking lot. Well, I'm gonna have to find some other thrift stores. I'm sure there's more in Lancaster. Boy, I was looking forward to this, and what a letdown. I'm gonna message Megan Fox and see if she has any suggestions. Meanwhile, we are going to go to this one. It's 2.7 miles out, 6 minutes. Bye-bye, Savers. What a letdown you are. Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. My name is Janine, and in this channel we do all things mom related. We talk about mom things, we do mom things, we show mom things. So if you're not subscribed, I'd love if you subscribe. This video is going to be a bit random. Today I'm going to have you go thrifting with me a little bit, but this is going to be a little bit different of a thrifting video, because the majority of thrifting videos you see from other moms, they are showing deals they got for themselves, like clothing or for the kids or maybe some toys. This video is more of a business video, something that I recently started doing to earn a little bit of extra income, and I really enjoy it, and I'll show you guys, so just hang tight. Also, in this video I'm going to be sharing a few updates about this channel, some things I had mentioned before I wanted to quickly update you on. And I'm going to end it with a family excursion that we took this past weekend. It's been a while since I've done a family vlog, and I know different ones of you enjoy those, so I'm going to tack that on at the end. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so that's probably the last time you'll see that intro in my videos, because like I mentioned before, I'm changing my channel name. And if you haven't watched that video, it's simply because of new guidelines that are coming out to YouTube. So are you guys ready to see what the new channel name is? I hope you like it! I decided to go with the Mennonite Mom because, hey, I'm a mom, I'm a Mennonite, and Mennonite Mom kind of has a ring to it. So from here on out, this channel is going to be called the Mennonite Mom, rather than NJ Family. So hopefully you guys won't be too disappointed with the change. But I do have a funny story I want to share with you when I was working on my logo, but I'll wait to share it until I get to the thrift store. So I think I'm right in Lancaster, I think. This is Lancaster Avenue, I'm not sure, but I'm wondering how close I am to Megan Fox. I should tell her to come meet me for coffee. I am pretty sure I remember seeing this in her vlogs. Like she walks out here. Am I right, Megan, if you're watching this? Anyway, I'm lost. I went past the supposed thrift store, so now I'm gonna turn around. Ah, found it, right here it is. Before I go in, I just want to quickly share the funny story about my logo and trying to come up with my logo. So I was trying to get a logo design on Fiverr, which I love Fiverr. So on Fiverr, you can go on and hire out a lot of different creative types of people, and they will design things for you, and I use this platform quite a bit, and I'm not sponsored by them. So that's where I decided to go to get my logo. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm changing my logo. This is probably gonna last for a long time, so maybe I'll invest some money into this and make it really nice. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have like this little cartoon logo where it kind of depicts what my channel's about. Say I come onto this white screen with a broom, and this would all happen extremely quickly, where I'm kind of sweeping a floor, and then I look over at a dresser or like some kind of piece of furniture and decide to repaint it, and in a couple swoops I have it a different color. Maybe I put some flowers on the top, stand back, admire it, and then suddenly my son Xander comes flying across the screen on his bike with puppies running after him because he's always riding his bikes and there's always dogs in the mix. And he would be riding his bike around laughing, and I'd stop and take a picture of him because there was supposed to be a camera around my neck. And then as they're flying around me, one of the dogs hits the dresser and it breaks and the flour goes and spills on the floor, and I'm like kind of grumpy because, you know, that's sort of my life. Like, you make something and life is just real and it breaks and things don't go as planned. It's sort of what I try to portray on my channel, that life isn't always perfect. And I thought too, it'd be kind of neat if in the midst of it, this little spider would come and build a web on the dresser when my back was turned, and then I'd turn around and get very angry and shoo him off. And then I was gonna have Nolan come on where he kind of gave me a hug or something. And it sounds so drawn out, but I have seen people put together animations like this very quickly. You get the point across. So I had this sort of plot in my mind. I found this person, he was actually from Nigeria. I liked some of his work and I asked if he thought he could do this, and he said yes. He started working on it. He said he wanted a week. It ended up taking him about 2 weeks. More time went on and I got to thinking, and some of the stuff he was showing me, I'm like, I don't think this was a good choice. He's like, I don't think I can fit all this in, you know, 10 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever. And he ended up making it 25 seconds long. He missed half the things I told him I wanted in it. He didn't speed it very fast. It was extremely slow animation. I come like plotting out on the screen, and it was not like anything I had in mind. And I seriously, when he delivered it and I looked at it, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry because I had spent a fair amount of money on this. And it was just a complete catastrophe. But I decided, you know what? Sometimes I would raise a fuss, you know, because he didn't deliver half the things I had asked for. And he went a week over time, pretty much. And I could have gotten some of my money back, I'm sure. But I decided, you know what? He's from Nigeria. He probably needs it more than I do. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I won't say anything and we'll just continue on with life. And I had gotten another logo done that was just simple and quick that I like much better. So I'll show you guys this logo and hopefully you can get a good laugh out of it too. Yeah, it was nothing like what I was planning, and it just, yeah. Here you go. I'll just show it to you guys. Funny. It just, if you had, yeah, I just had something completely different in my mind. Definitely not this, but bless his heart anyway. All right, I'm gonna go do some thrifting. If I find any great deals, I will show you guys. All right, I am back. I was almost 2 hours in that thrift store. But seriously guys, if you all want to make a little bit of extra money on the side by flipping items, one way that I've just recently started and I'm really excited about, I'm not quite sure how it's all going to work out, but that is buying and selling books for Amazon. So you just go and scan a bunch of books. I got this little barcode scanner off of Amazon. I'll have links below if you're interested. You link it up with your phone via Bluetooth, and then you have this app on your phone, and you go through and you just scan items to see if they are profitable to flip on Amazon. And then once you have your books, which you have to go through quite a few books to get winners, but every now and then you find some really good ones, you send them all into Amazon warehouse so that from there, Amazon takes care of everything, shipping and everything. So once your initial work is done up front and you've bought your books, you've found them, you've labeled them, you ship them off to Amazon, you're done. So you can do like 30, 40, 50 books, send them all in, and then you don't have to worry about them anymore unless they just sit in there and you have to eventually take them out of inventory so you're not charged too crazy fees. But I just started this. That's kind of what I'm out doing. I'm just starting on this, so I'll let you know how I do. I think this is the right place. All right, next thrift store coming up. I think I'm at the right place. Oh, this looks like fun. All right, here we go. a whole cart full of books. And soon after I started filming this, I nailed a trophy. I think it was like $100 used on Amazon. I'm so excited. Anyway. I'm hitting one after the next. It's insane. Alright, I think I've got enough books.
Okay, it's $69.70.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my word, did I ever score at that place? I'm telling you, these last two, I went to 2 thrift stores today. They were like a chain. And I kept finding book after book after book. Normally when I go, it's not this good, at least I don't think it is. I hope I'm getting the hang of this a little bit better, but I'm so excited. Anyway, I will show you a little bit more about my books, some of the deals I got when I get home. I am heading to one more thrift store. Look, I'm going through a covered bridge. Ah! I love Pennsylvania. Whoop, there we go. Megan replied, reuse it. I was at 2 of those, but I wasn't at the one in Ephrata. All right, here we are at Community Aid. This is one of my favorite thrift stores in our area. I see a fire truck. All right, so this truck is selling for $40. This is sold items on eBay. $49 plus $12 shipping, and it's $7.99. So it would do pretty well after fees and everything. It doesn't look like it's selling just super often. But I think I'm gonna get it. Xander will like playing with it. Looks like my work is cut out for me. Well, let's get going. Alright, I think I'm calling it good. I am exhausted. My back hurts. I didn't get through nearly all the books I wanted to. But this place isn't quite as good as the previous ones. This is a Disney character, Phoebus, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not into Disney, but Disney sells well, and I'm gonna try to sell that. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten since this morning, so we're gonna leave the rest of the books here, get home to my family. It's probably 6:30 by now. All right, I'm back, and this is actually the next day, and I have all these books to prep and ship out to Amazon. So these are all the books that I bought when I was thrift store shopping over there, and a few over here. I'll just give you a really quick overview how this works, and if you guys are interested in learning more about it and me just actually taking you through the whole process, let me know in the comments and I'll consider doing a video on everything. But let me just show you quickly how this works. If there's any stickers from the store, I take that off. If it's dirty, I clean it. Then the time-consuming part is I enter each book into my records on my computer, and also at the same time I list them on Amazon. So here's kind of the process. I have this app called Scout IQ, and what this does is this is linked with your Amazon account. You have to have an Amazon seller account, and I bought one of these barcode scanners, and it's linked to your phone with Bluetooth. So all I need to do is when I'm in a store is I just go through and scan barcodes, and then this is going to come up on my phone, and you'll see there's different ranks. Like this is your used buy box price. It's going for $21.75. The new buy box is $28.94. Obviously mine is used, so this is kind of what I'm looking at. This, you can set alerts in here. It'll basically tell you when you have a book that is acceptable, and it'll be green up here. If it's not, it will be red. It'll also tell you the rank of the book. This one's ranked pretty high. It's 2.1 million. So what makes it so fun is you're going through all these books, and every now and then you suddenly stumble upon a winner, like I did at the thrift store. Soon after I set up the camera, I stumbled across a $100 book. However, I brought it home and I was so sad because every now and then there's a book that's like what they call gated, which means you can't actually sell that book on Amazon. It has restrictions on it. And it just so happened that book was one of them, so I listed it on eBay, and I'm hoping to get between 40 and 70 for it, but that's still an incredible find for paying like $1 for a book. So all these books I paid between like 25 cents and $2.50. And I found quite a few keepers actually. There's quite a few that are going on Amazon for like 20, 30, $40. So I found a fair amount of those. I was super happy because when I find books that are going for $20 or more, I'm super excited. Now you have to remember, just really quickly, it's not all profit. It's not like I'm just paying $1 for a book and getting $20 in return. Like, you have to pay Amazon. So basically what I do is I send all my books into Amazon so that all my work is up front. I go out and I source the books, I come home, I prep them, and then I ship them all to Amazon, and from there they take care of them. So anytime an order comes in, I don't have to worry about it. So that does come with its cost, and it's a little bit higher, but people prefer that. They prefer having the books at the Amazon warehouse so that when they order, they can get it with 2-day shipping, which is Prime. And so you still do better by sending it off to the warehouse. But often a book's fees range between $6 and $10, depending how heavy the book is, depending how much it costs. So a lot of these books' profit margins are probably between $1, and then some of the really good ones maybe 10, 20, 30, maybe a little bit more sometimes. But if you have a lot of books, it starts adding up, and it's just kind of a fun side little income. So anyway, now I just need to print off the labels, stick them on, put them into boxes, and ship them off to Amazon. I hope you guys enjoyed this little sneak peek of something I'm doing, and now let's go back to the previous day. Enough about thrift store shopping. Let's talk a little bit about our family excursion that we had. So this past weekend, my husband's side of the family had a family reunion up in Canada, Ontario to be specific. And so we drove up there for the weekend, and for one night we decided we're going to spend the night at Niagara Falls. And it was so much fun. So when we got to our hotel, we had to park in a parking garage and walk to our hotel, and it was cold and windy, and Xander was just freezing, poor little guy.
Somebody's coming.
What did it do, Bubba?
Out there. Shit.
Okay.
Sure.
We stayed on like the 30th floor of a hotel overlooking the Horseshoe Falls. It was beautiful. Xander couldn't wait to see the waterfalls that go.
That's a big one. That's Niagara Falls. Dad used to come here when I was a little boy. Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
She pressed down there
Yep.
on the road.
That is so cool.
I'm not whispering those here. Look. She open the window. Open up.
We can't open this window, we would fall out. This window's not made to open up.
Right there.
Do you hear it?
Uh-huh.
What's it sound like?
I'll go.
Yeah. Bubba's sleepy. You're not sleepy. You're sleepy. Okay. Get a bed all to yourself in this big room. Falls. We came up here for a family reunion and decided we're gonna stop at Niagara Falls for a night and just go check it out, even though it's really cold. Xander's been so excited to see the big falls that go whoosh. We have the most incredible view. It's just beautiful. Now, we're gonna go down for breakfast. What do you think of the view?
It's incredible. We do not need to walk down the falls. Watch your car. Buddy, you gotta eat some of your food, okay?
Is it good?
Excuse you.
Squeezing.
That's a little bit much yogurt.
I hope Mama has a napkin for you.
I'm making a napkin.
Oh my, you're just making a mess.
Here, buddy. Are you all done? Yeah.
Copper.
Xander, who is that?
Chris.
It's Chris.
Aww. Teacher, you hang on there.
On to it.
Hang on me, Chris.
Hello. I'm here to check out. Thank you.
Zero bits and X is 0 buttons.
All right, thank you so much. Have a good one. Thank you.
Well, should we go to
The next day we were thinking, is it worth going down to the falls because it was cold. This is winter, snowy, windy. But Xander was just crushed at the thought that we wouldn't see it. He just had to go and see the falls. So we clocked out of our hotel and went down to the falls, and thankfully it wasn't quite as windy down there, and Xander just loved it. We had a really good time. It was a fun family vacation, even though it was only for like a night and half of a day. It was a lot of fun.
There's a big old waterfall there. Jim?
Waterfall, huh?
Big one.
Yeah.
A big one. That big waterfall. Look at our skis.
This is just crazy. I've never been here in the winter. It's cold.
Taking all the sunshine, bottle up the rain. Go where the wind blows, let it show the way. Open all the windows, let in all the light. You can pull the stars down, paint the perfect sky. So go and write your song. The world will sing along.
You like it?
It's yours for the taking. You can test the water, might as well jump in.
How you faring?
Go and write your song. The world will sing along.
pretty cool.
Look, Xander, what is that? Whoa.
All the world will sing along, and when you find your melody, we'll join in harmony. Oh, life's what you're making. Oh, life's what you're making.
Also, on our drive to and from Canada, we drove through the countryside past all of these ginormous windmills. You see them all over. Some places have a lot more than others. Xander had never seen any before, and of course he was completely mesmerized and smitten with these huge windmills, and he chattered about them nonstop.
Windmills.
Windmills! Look at that!
1, 2, 3,
you doing?
We'll spin around and go.
As we were driving through these windmills, every now and then you would see one that was stopped and wasn't turning.
Until that one stopped.
Oh, that one stopped.
Stop.
Did it stop?
That one. That one stopped. That one.
Oh yeah, that one stopped.
And Xander was so quick to notice this, and he came up with his very own solution to the problem.
Oh, buddy, yup.
Doesn't need oil.
Maybe it does. Yeah, maybe, huh?
What happened, Bubba?
It doesn't need oil.
The windmill needs oil? Why?
Spin around again. Stop.
So it can spin around again. You think it needs oil? Now, where did you learn that? Did Daddy teach you that it needs oil? Oh, you're pretty smart, baby. Isn't that the cutest? I don't know where he got this from, but he just decided completely on his own that the windmill needs oil and then the blades can keep spinning around. I was kind of proud of him, to be honest, because that was a pretty good conclusion to come to, although I'm sure it was stopped for some other reasons, but oil probably would have been a good thing. So that concludes this video. Guys, we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye!